Hello and welcome back to the Knitting Paige channel. If you're new here, my name's Paige and I'm the face behind this channel. So today I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about my September knitting plans. And I know the video's coming out a little late in September, but it's because I've recently started my first ever teaching job. I've moved cities and there's a lot of new going on, but you know, I'm still knitting and I still want to make a conscious effort to put out videos, so here it is. It may not be perfect timing, it may not be the perfect lighting, but I'm doing the best that I can. So my September knitting plans. The picture that I want to paint with my knits and the yarns that I'm choosing to work with this month is that I want to create a beautiful fall sunny day. And I've created this like little mood board where I'm kind of all the photos that aren't of the yarn and the knitwear are based off of some of the hikes and runs that I've gone on during the fall season. I kind of had my yarns together and I was like, oh my goodness, it reminds me of a sunny fall day, you know, blue skies, changing leaves, where you're getting some of those typical rich fall warm colors, but you're also still having some of those greens. Like, that is what I'm working with this fall. That is what I am approaching and wanting to create, is sprinkling into what I picture as fall. I know sometimes it can be doom and gloom, but those sunny fall days are probably some of my favorite days in a year. And so my color palette this month is echoing that, and that's what I'm aiming to create. So the first thing I picture on a sunny fall day is a bright blue sky. And so that's kind of my main priority knit. That is the storyline of September, with the other colors kind of coming in and supporting my star actor that is my Ruffle Cardigan by Knit. So here is my whip thus far. I have 4 more rows to knit and then I get to split for sleeves. And I'm super excited to split for sleeves because it is a lot of stitches on my needles right now. And I mean, this ruffle cardigan, I think once the ruffles are in, will remind me of waves crashing on a beach. But I also think that this blue is just a beautiful sky blue. And I think that it reminds me of sky blue. It reminds me of a fall sunny day, especially with the other colors that I'm going to show you. And so this is my main star. This is also a test knit. I don't know if I mentioned that prior, but this is a test knit for Knit, and so it has to get done this September, and I'm feeling a bit of the pressure to get it done, but I know I can do it. I feel like, this is just a side reflection, but I feel like as I'm beginning my teaching career and my work life is going to be so busy, as well as trying to fit in some training, that I'm tending towards more of a monogamous knitter, and not monogamous in the true sense, but like monogamous for me in the sense that like I want to have, I think, one main whip and then like a couple of accessories. Just seems like the best way to focus rather than having a whole bunch of big whips to focus on. And especially with test knits, I feel like I just have to prioritize my test knit, which this is the only test knit I currently have on my needles. I am waiting for some yarn for another test knit, but this is the only test knit I have on my needles with a deadline, and I just feel like I have to prioritize it. And so it's my sky, it's painting the picture in my fall sunny day, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I feel like once I split for sleeves, it'll work up quite quickly. But this is the first project I want to get done. I think that the ruffle cardigan is just beautiful, elegant, it's girly, it's like flirty, it's fun, and I'm here for it. I'm excited to have it created. Knit makes beautiful pieces that have like a little bit of an edge to them, but they still seem timeless, and I love it. I love a good like simple stockinette piece, as you know if you've watched my videos before, but I also like just like a flair that makes a timeless classic piece less simple and kind of elevates it a little bit. So, but you will see some simple knits coming up in my fall plans. My September plans. Okay, so this is the sky. It's a bright blue sunny day. This is the sky. When I think of a fall sunny day, especially in September when the leaves haven't fully made their turn from green to orange, red, yellow, whatever color is underneath after they lose their chlorophyll, before it gets to that like totally picturesque fall day, there's still a lot of green in this picture of mine. but it's a green that is beginning to lose some of that true deep green that the chlorophyll provides, and it's kind of starting to itch away into like yellowy other colors, and I'm particularly thinking about itching away into yellow. And I am planning, I haven't cast it on yet, but I've been really tempted to. I'm planning to knit beanie number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, which is a half fisherman's rib beanie in this yarn combo. So this is Double Sunday in the colorway Sunny Line. This yarn was gifted to me by Emily from Fibre Knits. It was leftovers from her cathedral sweater that she made for her nonna, I believe. And I'm using leftover midnight salt in the colorway Lime from knitting my mohair tie jacket. I'm gonna hold the two together, knit a super fun beanie that was inspired by this photo. And this to me is like that time of year, like now in September, when the leaves start to lose their green and they start to turn to yellow, you get this beautiful limey green color, or the color of like moss on the forest floor, either one. But very excited to knit this. It's like the supporting trees. I also, just another side reflection, but I haven't knit a hat in like my recent knitting years. That's a lie. I knit one. That's a lie. I knit 2 hats last year, but they were both gift knits, and I haven't knit a hat for myself, so I'm excited to have this statement green piece. It'll match my mohair tie jacket. I think it'll be great when it does get gloomy, or in the winter as like a nice pop of color, my winter jewelry to show off my color and my fun personality. But yeah, this is my another one of my fall plans. I'm planning definitely to cast it on, but I'm hoping to finish my Ruffle Cardigan prior to casting this on, just because I do need to make my Ruffle Cardigan a priority knit until the deadline on September 15th. Okay, so kind of as we approach to fall, now I'm pulling into a few more true fall colors, but these ones are having less of a priority than the other knits I've talked about. And so the next plan I'm going to show you is one that you haven't seen yet, and it's one that it was like a procrastinating cast on when I was packing. I saw this yarn combo come together and I was like, yeah, I need to cast that on, and I need to cast it on now. And so these are the 2 yarns that I'm holding together, and you may not think that they go together necessarily, but I am loving the result. And so these are going to be fingerless mitts, and they're a fingerless mitt pattern that is escaping my head, but it's by Paula Streaked. And one second. So this is the Nola wrist warmers by Paula Streaked, and it's just this nice basic ribbed pattern. My favorite thing about this pattern is the added length at the end of the mitt, so that you can have it go over your fingers, or you can fold it back and like have your fingers exposed. I just think that's a great detail without it being a fully convertible mitt and still having like that sleek fingerless mitt look. You know what I'm talking about? But I mean, this burgundy color, it reminds me of like sumac leaves turning color, but I think that like the oranges and reds in this complement this burgundy color really nicely. These are both yarns from my stash. This was mohair that I talked about in my mohair stash tour video that I had no idea what I was going to do with. And then as I was packing up my yarn, I was like, ooh, that is like a beautiful combo. I'm just going to try it out. And thus I have started. But this is one that I'm just kind of chipping away at. I think once I finish my Ruffle Cardigan, it will probably be something that I pick up a bit more. But yeah, fun, kind of that burgundy leaf color of like sumac leaves. That's what I'm channeling with this, and I'm excited to have these done. I really love fingerless mitts. Well, I love the idea of them. I don't actually currently own a pair, but I'm also so excited to have it just like fold up over my wrist, or be able to fold it over my wrist, fold up over my fingers, or fold it down to have my fingers exposed as kind of like a heat management technique. And loving this combo. Was very happy that I could use up some stash as well, because since I've been packing, I've realized I have a lot of yarn. So adding to my fall sunny day picture with this beautiful yarn combo. So it's not fall without orange, right? Like, no. So I've talked about this before, but I am going to be casting on my Levitate wrap this month. So I'm doing it Germantown, Kelburn woolens in the colorway orange with Country Vacay yarns fizz in the colorway Tangelo, holding them together, and I'm gonna knit a beautiful levitate wrap. Just obviously you've heard me talk about this. I think it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. I know I said I didn't like warm colors, but right now I'm vibing with a lot of colors, and I love my pink April cardigan. I don't know, I feel like I've been digging the orange, leaning into that fall side of things, kind of experimenting with things colors I don't usually play with, so it's been really fun. But yes, my levitate wrap will be coming, and it's just that orange in a classic fall day, whether it's leaves, whether it's pumpkins, whether it's squash, you know, orange is like a statement of fall. I don't think anyone can disagree. And this is going to be my nice fall levitate wrap that I am excited to have on my needles. I'm excited to have it done as well. I know I haven't cast it on. I know there's a lot of double knitting in my future with this wrap, but it should be exciting, and you know, here we are painting that picture. Okay, I've got 2 more projects, and the only project I really want to finish this month is my ruffle cardigan. The other ones I am content to just chip away at. And once I finish my ruffle cardigan, I'll kind of see which project takes precedence. But the next one, again, she's been on the channel before, but the Eva cardigan. And the Eva cardigan, this nice slaty blue colorway, this is the water in my fall sunny day. And I've always grown up on a Great Lake. I've recently spent a lot of time in Thunder Bay, which is on Lake Superior, and something about this color reminds me of the big, vast Lake Superior. Some of the photos that I have in my like fall, September mood board are from a hike that goes along the coast of Lake Superior, and for me, water is a part of every season, and so, you know, honoring the water both through my ruffle cardigan and through my Eva cardigan, waves crashing on a sunny day, kind of that riverbed, dark lake, mysterious deep water with this nice gray blue for my Eva cardigan. Again, to me, life involves water. I'm a huge water person, and I mean, I studied 5 years of my life on water, and so my Eva cardigan is like a nice river blue or a nice deep lake blue, and I'm excited to work on this. It is, again, a lower priority compared to the ruffle cardigan, but we'll see where this one lands in the priority list once it is over. Okay, the last project that I have for my September plans that I will continue to work on is my Nada dress. And watching Emily from High Fibre Knits' latest podcast about her Nada dress just makes me so excited to have this piece in my wardrobe. I am also doing it in brown, but I'm doing it in like a lighter, cooler brown. It's not super far yet, but this is the start of, my Nada dress, and I'm using my little gingham pouch as a project bag for right now, as the project is still small. But this is hopefully going to be my grad dress. I have my graduation in November, so I have over 2 months to finish it, and I know once I get to mindless stockinette in the round, I will knit this up quite addictively. I just do struggle with top-down camisoles and all the fiddly bits with the straps, but this is the tree trunks and the soil that comes out in fall. That is what this brown is playing in my September fall sunny day picture. I was watching my boyfriend play a soccer game the other day, and I was sitting on the bleachers and I was knitting this dress, and my dress was the exact same color as the wood of the bleachers, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like some nice weathered wood. Kind of reminds me of driftwood as well, to kind of go with my Eva cardigan, a nice deep blue lake with some driftwood drifting up on the beach after like a fall storm, and it's the nice sunny day after, you know, you got the blue sky and the orange leaves, but there's still some green, some summer left, and then you got the sumacs at the side. Like, we're creating a fall sunny day, and I'm here for it. And obviously, I mean, it would be a challenge to wear all these garments at once because I'm knitting 3 cardigans or 3 wraps, but maybe that should be a fun little silly thing I can add at one point, where I wear my fall sunny day pieces all at once. But my Nada dress is in its infancy, and I'm excited honestly shouldn't be that much longer to have it be in the round. But it got tangled, and I did spend some time untangling it prior to this video, because there's a lot of, loose ends going on. And I haven't knit on it in a while because I'm really trying to prioritize the Ruffle Cardigan so that it gets done in time for the test knit deadline, which it should get done as long as I don't get distracted. But those are my September knitting plans. I'm super excited to create this fall sunny day via my needles and have these beautiful pieces that year-round can remind me of fall and sunshine with blue skies and changing leaves, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, there's so much new going on in my life right now. We'll see how much knitting time I can fit in. I know I'll knit every day. It's just gonna be at a less intense rate that I have knit at this past summer, but I knew that coming into the fall. So that's all for now. Let me know what you are planning to work on this September. And I also, before I say my final goodbye, would just like to say a huge thank you to every one of you that has liked, commented, subscribed. It means a lot to me as I am starting this new career and kind of the end of school. It's nice to have the support from YouTube and the little money that I do make from it, and so your support goes a long way, and it really does make my day every time someone subscribes, likes, and follows, or subscribes, likes, and comments. So till next time, I'm wishing you the best. I'm hoping you can turn into that fall cozy vibe. I'm hoping you can get out in nature and experience some of the mood that I'm trying to create via my fall knitting or my September knitting plans, and go see some of that beautiful changing fall scenery in person and experience nature. I know I'm trying to make a priority to get out trail running, especially because I love trail running, and it's just a great way for me to disconnect and get back to nature and just soak it in. So till next time, I will send you all the best vibes and see you again. Bye.